Welcome to D20 Deathmatch!
That was insane.
Welcome to D20 Deathmatch. We find ourselves in the halls of the Grandmaster, Elucia Skypiercer, underground in this subterranean cathedral that is her throne room. Water dripping from the walls, down the stone, into the moss and the grass growing through the cracks of the rocks. Elucia Skypiercer, the Grandmaster herself, sits upon her throne, just faintly coloring in an adult coloring book. She's drawing flowers and maybe a tiger or something. A hummingbird. A tiger eating a hummingbird.
Hummingbird eating a tiger.
A hummingbird eating a tiger. Sorry, my mistake.
It's very vicious. Blood everywhere.
Right.
My God, there is blood everywhere.
So we find our Grandmaster on the throne, the attendants around, and as in tradition, a portal opens up in the throne room, and the Arbiter steps through. This time with only one champion in tow. Everyone looks around, kind of strange. Like, what's going on? Where's the second champion? The Arbiter comes before the Grandmaster and kneels. Grandmaster!
And yes, you are interrupting my coloring session. You know I always have this scheduled. What is it that you want?
I apologize, Grandmaster, for interrupting your coloring time. I know it's 3 p.m. and that is your designated coloring book hour.
It is.
I apologize, but I have brought today's entertainment for you. And he's going to just kind of completely ignore the fact that he only brought one person.
She's going to look at her coloring book and then look up at you. Are you telling me that there's something more exciting than my coloring pencils and piece of paper that sits in front of me now? Tell me, what could possibly be by far more exciting than me coloring in the lines?
A death match?
Oh yes, no, that would definitely, yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean,
she stands corrected and sits back straight and quickly just takes her coloring book and throws it behind her throne. No, that definitely would be by far more exciting. I have to agree. Okay, fine, but Arbiter.
Yes, Grandmaster.
How could this be a death match when it seems you have only brought me one?
Well, you see what had happened, Grandmaster, is it, well...
Okay, this sounds like you're getting ready to go into a long spiel that is only going to result in a series of excuses that I am not going to accept. Now tell me, why do I only have one champion in front of me?
Well, Grandmaster, here is one champion, and the second champion, I found a really good champion, and he told me he was a boxer. It turned out that he only owned boxers, like the dogs, and so there was a miscommunication on that front, and so, long story short, no one else could fill in, where do you find who's someone willing to fight to the death at this hour?
Goodness, I am really glad that you cut that long story short. There's no way you could have possibly made that any longer than what it needed to be. That already could have been edited out significantly. Your tongue should likely be snipped for that, but I think I'm going to need you for something at this point because you've already failed me once. Perhaps you can fail me a second time, dear Arbiter. Now tell me, do you think, answering very simply and shortly for little words that your small brain can handle, how do you think we have a fight with one person? Do you think we can do that? Do you think we can handle that with one person?
Grandmaster, maybe...
No, the answer is that no.
No, Grandmaster.
Good, that's right. Agree with me. The answer is no. So what that means is we need to find another person. Isn't that right, Arbiter?
Yes, Grandmaster.
Exactly. So what I see before me is technically two individuals.
The Arbiter's gonna turn around and look behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And just Grandmaster, I don't quite follow.
I know, the wheels aren't quite turning, are they? Let me spell this out for you. You, dear Arbiter, will be hopping into the arena, but let's be clear. I'm not going to let you go full force here. No. That would be quite unfair to our champion. I've allowed you to expand your powers while you're here, so instead, to represent you and to see what honor you might have left to your ruddy name, I want you to split. Give me an echo of yourself. Let's see if even just a sliver of you could stand in this arena. And she eyes the other champion that's there. He seems like he can handle it. Are you too afraid, Arbiter?
No, Grandmaster. Surely this champion is not even.
Surely, no.
He couldn't even handle my shadow as the Arbiter.
Oh, I couldn't handle your shadow. No. This champion, I believe in. You will face him with your shadow. You have failed me. You almost brought a boxer to this fight, and so you will be the one boxing. Go ahead, take off your gloves and summon your shadow.
Yes, Grandmaster. And the Arbiter will take off his rings and his overcloak, and he will reach in to his own chest and rip out his own shadow, a white, ethereal, almost like a ghost version of himself, an echo of himself. And he looks at the champion. Well, I don't think you'll be able to survive even this. And he turns back to the Grandmaster. Grandmaster, it seems we have our champions then.
Perfect. Now, let's pretend everything is in place, especially since I already threw my coloring book behind my throne and I don't want to go get it. So we will continue with this battle. Please, dear Arbiter, introduce me to our two champions.
Grandmaster, fighting today for your pleasure. The shadow of me versus this guy, Sonazar.
That was unfair.
Present yourself to the Grandmaster.
Sunozar looks at the Arbiter, laughs, throws his greatsword in the air, does a backflip, and graciously bows in front of the Grandmaster. Hello, Grandmaster. My name is Sunozar. Hello, New York. What? Wait, New York was last night? My bad. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Sunozar, the half-orc blood hunter. Here, apparently, to fight a shadow. A shadow? Is that all you present to me to fight? What do you think me lesser? I am the great Sunozar. I once chopped a man's head off for stepping on my toe. I once cut a man's toe off for touching my head. It doesn't matter. What matters, Grandmaster? I'm gonna kill this guy. I hope you're okay with it.
Please do. It would bring such happiness to my life. Now, Shadow, you, a mere sliver of an existence, you worm of a bean. Who are you?
Grandmaster, I am but a piece of the Arbiter, but I am more than enough to punch out his lights permanently. You are going to die. As he looks right at Sonazar. And I'm gonna touch more than your head.
Cute. Adorable.
I mean, the Arbiter will straighten up. Enough chit-chat amongst the two of you, and I do imagine in an all-out brawl, there will be more than touching of the head. Does your shadow not know how to fight?
Grandmaster, listen, we're separated right now, so I'm not responsible for anything that he does or says.
Sure, yes, of course.
We're completely different people at this point.
He seems a little out of it, like he's unaware of how fighting is supposed to work. So clearly, Sunozar, You, and she'll gesture towards you. You are my chosen one for this battle.
Cool. I'm not sure what that means, but cool.
Slightly crushed on the inside that her impact hasn't had the weight that she was hoping it would have. Right, yes, it's cool, as the kids would say. Is that what they say? Is that a big deal?
Lit, yo.
Yeah, lit. It's very lit.
Yes,
Wonderful. Yeah,
nailed
that's a good thing. I nailed it. Excellent.
Nailed it.
You are my chosen champion, which means that I'm putting the weight on your shoulders to make sure that his head and toes are gone by the end of this fight. Do I make myself clear?
I just want to throw it out there that I'm wearing really heavy armor, so you putting weight on my shoulders probably isn't the best idea.
Well, maybe you should become stronger then. Think of it as like a workout session as well.
If you
I just
want,
worked out yesterday.
It's very efficient.
if you want, I could relieve you of that armor.
No, I'm good, homie.
Please, there will be no undressing right now. Everybody keep your
no
armor
chance.
on.
It's fine. He wants to fight in armor. That seems silly, but we'll let him, Grandmaster.
What is your shadow fighting in then?
The shadow is just this mirror image of the Arbiter. He's wearing the same stuff as the Arbiter, so it's leather armor that's kind of studded and not much else.
So
although
still armor.
the Arbiter will, in this moment, you know, Grandmaster,
Yes.
I think that this is a little bit unfair of a fight. So allow me to even odds. And he's gonna walk up to his shadow and grab his wings and put his foot in the middle of his back and rip the shadow's wings off of its back. Oh, you dick.
It's an insane amount of cruelty to begin, but I'm not going to say no to the process.
And those
It makes it easier for me.
those shadowy wings just evaporate in a cloud of like wispy vapor.
All who's good with this, raise your hand. This seems to be working. Aye, perfect. We're all in accord. No wings for the champions.
Only seemed fair, Grandmaster. I think he's going to need the help.
Perfect.
Kills you anyways, but okay. All right.
Well-
talking.
In either case, both champions are now grounded. Dear Arbiter, do you think we could show them the ground on which they'll be standing on then?
Yes, Grandmaster. And he opens a portal and transports us to a mountaintop, a decayed fortress of some sort. There's ruined walls. Everything's overgrown. Golden crystals shooting out from the ground. In the eastern side is a strange portal up top the ruins of a once maybe a magnificent structure, unsure, but it's all old and decrepit now. Strewn about the battlefield lie the skeletons of fallen warriors who have met their end on this arena before.
Welcome, champions. You may not have traveled to the disregarded cliffs before, but you will call it home soon enough. Take a look around you. These dusty ruins. They may be the place where you stake your victory, where your blood will be spilled. Take advantage of it. Move around the terrain and claim it as your own. Your feet should be sure-footed, because be careful, the rubble here is a little loose. Though perhaps the loose rock could actually be a little improvised weapon. Need you find yourself short of anything else in defense. And of course, you'll notice that blue hum in the far back. If you can make it that far, perhaps there's a surprise waiting for you. If it's something you like, maybe, maybe not. We'll see if you're brave enough to wander all the way over there. So I welcome you, champions, to our disregarded cliffs. Now, I beg of you, look up. First and foremost, while your eyes may be on your opponent, look up to the stands and see your wonderful acolytes who are here to cheer you on. You are here to entertain them first and foremost. You can call to them if you like. Appeal to their better senses, for if they like you, Perhaps I will too. And she'll take a step back, allowing you to take center stage in front of the screaming crowds.
The shadow of the arm. Oh, no, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say hi, everyone. Hi, new here. Hope you all enjoy the fight. I'm gonna kill this guy, so I hope you have fun.
The shadow of the Arbiter will step forward and try to flare his wings that have just been ripped off, but and raise his hands. It is I, your Arbiter. You will worship me as a champion on this field. He's a little creepy, Grandmaster. I don't know why he's talking like that. He didn't normally do that. He just decided to do that today.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why you're having him represent. Did you just pull out like the creepy part of your soul and just immerse it into one particular figure?
I didn't want to overwhelm him. I gave him kind of like the worst stuff, you know?
Kind of uncomfortable. Also, he's not really referring to himself as a shadow. I think he's going to represent you, so you might want to get your shadow under control.
I need to, I'm definitely going to take it up with the Union.
Yes. You work on that. Sonazar!
Yes.
Are you ready for battle?
I was born ready.
Perfect. Shadow!
I am also ready.
All right, that was a little extended. You might be overdoing it right from the beginning, but fair enough. We have both champions ready for you, my dear fans in the stands. To get us started, I will require each of our champions to roll a 1d4 to find their placement on this map. Let's see if they begin somewhere advantageous. So give us that 1d4. 1. Dear Shadow, you'll find yourself in the top left corner, and Sunozar over in the right. I need one more d4 from each. Perfect. Sunozar.
That's mine.
Oh, that was yours. 3, and then 2. Yes. And then 2. Yes, perfect. Sunozar, you find yourself in front of the blue portal at the start of this turn. Congratulations. And the Grandmaster's wings will open, lifting her up to the sky. Dear champions, I leave you to do battle. If you disappoint me, remember, perhaps these ashes here will be where you're buried. Don't forget that. May it be your motivation to fight in order to survive. And with that, she flies up to her small hidden pedestal up near the top of the stands. Arbiter, get them started.
I will do that, Grandmaster, as he looks at the crowd. You heard her! You are here for dungeons and dice and death matches. I want a dirty fight. The dirtiest, filthiest fight. You're going to need it, as he points to Sonazar, and then vamps himself out of existence into the stands. All right. It is round 1. Roll for initiative. Oh my god!
And with that, Sonazar just looks at the shadow and just double middle fingers. Fuck you.
And with a nat 1, Sonazar just keels over and dies at the start of a heart attack.
Well, great show.
Thanks for coming out.
I hope you appreciate it.
Falls on his own sword to begin with.
God.
That nat 1. Oh, no. Sunozar, I have chosen you. You will not embarrass me at this start. You are going to redo that, and she will grant you the opportunity to re-roll that initiative, but the cost will be that you will have disadvantage on your first attack.
Absolutely not. Listen, I thought I told you this. I don't really know what it means to be your chosen champion. I'm just out here to kill some people. And if I have to go second to do that, that's fine.
and so you shall be.
All
Sonazar
right.
looks down at the skull on his sword, looks at it and starts talking to it. He's like, I don't know what the hell's going on, dude. But I'm gonna need you to like really cut people this time. All right, cool.
Okay.
Is he talking to his sword?
Grandmaster, you know, the shadow is doing a little weird whisper stuff, but this guy's talking to his sword.
That's an inanimate object, right?
I don't think that he knows that.
Oh man, who
It's
did
a
you bring
bold
into my
strategy,
arena?
but I think we should let it play out.
Oh sure, should we let it play out? Should we let the man who's talking to a sword play in our arena?
I mean, as long as he dies, does it matter?
Okay, fine, let this play out.
Okay, fair. Fantastic. At this time, the crowd is just going wild, just and they have already awarded both of the champions 1 hero point for this battle
Oh no.
to be used at their discretion. All right, round 1, fight! The shadow starts to move around, kind of feeling his physical form, and wispy trails of etherealness follow him around. He's gonna look over at you and are you ready to die? As he unleashes a chaos bolt. He's going to put his hands up in the air and form just a ball of energy that seems to change. It pulls from all the matter out of nowhere, out of space and time. Just you see rock and lightning and fire and water that are all just, and energies all like shifting in between this ball as he then throws it at you from this distance.
Fun.
It's a 14 to hit, which I don't think will hit.
Does not hit.
Oh, a miss right out the bat.
He's gonna throw that towards you. It's just gonna hit your feet and just explode in just a chaos of all kinds of elemental forces. Don't worry, I'm just testing it out. And he's going to. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry. Rolling for stupidity.
At that point, Sunozar looks down and just like, did you not hear the whole story of the last time someone had touched my foot?
I heard. I just don't care.
All right.
He's gonna move up. He's gonna move up towards you. Let's see, actions and bonus actions, and I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spirit Shroud as my form becomes a little bit more incorporeal and ethereal. I'm still there, but like now there's just this extra layer of shadow and fog around me, and I'm just look more shadowy than before. Just I don't know what that means.
How do you go from looking like a shadow to more shadowy?
The shadow has a shadow.
I was like
Yeah.
a shadow, but now I'm like up
Really
here.
a shadow.
I'm like, I guess I got more translucent. I don't know. Whatever.
No.
Yeah, good one.
Listen,
Good one.
it's not rocket science. Don't analyze it.
I don't think
Grandmaster.
you're- Yes.
The crowd, the spectators, your acolytes are demanding a chaos event. You can hear them just chanting, chaos, chaos.
Duly noted. Let my champions fully enact the first round, and I will summon you a great chaotic event that will appease your chance. For you, I will give you anything you ask for, my dear acolytes. Don't keep them waiting, Sonazar. Do your moves, show it off, and then we will welcome whatever this arena brings.
Sonazar, it is your move.
Sunozar looks down at his sword, and again with that giant, almost looks like a dragon skull at the hilt of his sword, just looks at it and he goes, all right, buddy, you ready? And with that, he just takes his sword and slings it across his bicep and slices his arm open.
Ooh.
And as he does that, you see the great sword erupt into a giant flame. And, and yeah, it's like, he just comes up, and now he's just holding the sword, and basically it looks like the skull is shooting out fire from its mouth.
that's
I heard people like metal here, so you want metal,
That's
you
badass.
get metal.
what a show.
What a show! And with that, Sonazar is just gonna move up yonder, and then it's kind of he's just gonna stare at the shadow. Be like, really, bitch, you want this?
Okay.
And and then he pulls out his crossbow and shoots at him.
Okay.
The big sword show, and then here's an arrow.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. None of my inventory is in Foundry, so you just want me to roll on D&D Beyond?
Yeah, please. And keep track of your health on D&D Beyond because it transfers over.
It'll be good. Give us those rolls.
It was a 12 to hit.
Oh, okay. Do you not have the Beyond 20 extension enabled?
Where?
We'll make
in your
do.
browser?
We'll make do for now. 12 does not hit.
Well, bummer.
Fair
We'll
enough.
figure that out at intermission. It's fine.
No worries.
Let's continue on. So a 12 does not hit. Do you get any other action besides that measly crossbow?
Is he? Maybe.
Perhaps.
As you
Perhaps, no.
as you
Let
shoot
me
that.
also check my inventory.
No, let me look at how far away he is. With that, Sonazar simply just rested the burning sword on his plate, on his shoulder, ready to attack.
Fair. Well, this has been a nice miss every single time, but you know what will not miss? My chaotic event. So, Sunozar, oh Nat 1 roller, give me a D20 and let's see what chaos will come to our arena. If you dare. If you can. Sunozar, can you roll me a D20?
Oh, yes, I can.
If you want.
I mean,
Do I need to ask nicely because it's not really my strong suit?
it's a 7.
Perfect. Oh. You know what this needs? This needs a little festivity here. This needs a little color, a little life. Perhaps if you can't hit this, well, you need a bit of an incentive. I'll give you a new target. And she waves her hand, and from the sky, first sparkles as it gets closer. And as it drops, you notice a rainbow of colors and frills and dances around as the wind blows as it moves back and forth. And as it keeps coming closer and closer, you'll notice, you know what this is. You've seen this before. It reminds you of excellent memories and times of when you had a bat in your hand and you swung it at this dropping pinata. A pinata now hovering above in the middle between the two of you stands floating in the sky, but within reach. You can estimate that it is about 10 feet hovering above the ground. A nice light, fluffy pinata, cute in shape, pointy in ears, and big old anime eyes just glued onto it to make it look absolutely adorable. And yet it doesn't hinder your ability to want to smash it to pieces. That's perfectly fine either way. So on that end, in this pinata that stands right there it is. There's our cute little pinata. It will hover there for quite some time. Shadow, I need you to roll me a D12.
A D12. We're coming in, Grandmaster. Oh, it's a 1.
It will require one hit that lands to crack open this pinata.
Okay.
Its AC is of 15. It's a pretty tough pinata, let me tell you. It's not made for children. This is my arena's pinata. So, if you desire to know what's on the inside, let's see if you can crack it open. Wonderful, wonderful, Arbiter. Since it's the end of this round, you know what I require of you.
Yes, Grandmaster. 1 D20 coming in.
Thank you. A 5. Well, that's
A 5,
disappointing
yeah.
as your shadow character, so at least it's all lining up for us right now. Perfect. Well, as disappointing as this round is, at least I have the bright spirit of my pinata hanging in front of me. Let's see if any of you are talented enough as a 5th grader to be able to knock that out of the sky. Don't disappoint me as we start round 2! And Shadow.
Fight!
You.
Yes, Grandmaster. And you know what? For all of my life, for thousands of years, I've had to share a birthday with this asshole.
As he points up to the Arbiter.
This one is mine.
As he moves to the pinata. And he is... Let's see, he's gonna take out a... he's gonna fire... what do we got here? Just an ice crystal at this thing out of his hand. It's a ray of frost. Oh god, it's a 12.
You see this, the Shadow takes out his weapon, goes to swing.
1 second.
Oh?
1 second. I am going to...
What, do you have a luck? Are you going to use luck on a pinata? You're going to use luck on a pinata.
I am using my lucky feature, and not just that, the Shadow using the semblance of the Arbiter's power. He starts to whirl his hands around, and the dust in the air that's flowing left to right starts to move backwards as time itself reverses for just a moment. And I'm gonna attack again at this pinata. Where'd it go?
Poor Theodore. Let's see if you're lucky enough this time.
Oh my god.
You have moved time and space and have still missed. Such trueness of character have I ever seen.
God, okay. Great. So
Look at this pure loser.
Grandmaster, as I said, I've never had a birthday, so this is my first time. You'll have to forgive me.
Oh no. Do I feel bad? Do I feel bad that this is like your first birthday and I'm making fun of you?
Should I roll a persuasion check?
Yeah, roll a persuasion check.
Okay. Nope.
Okay, no, it's an 8. I don't feel bad for you. It's your first birthday and it shows.
You suck.
So, okay, actions, bonus action, no. As a bonus action, he's just going to just get so angry and just release a wave of just ethereal psychic energy that blasts using telekinetic shove. You have to make a strength saving throw, Sonazar.
Tell me how to live my life. You're not my real dad.
Brain power. There is a cliff that you're close to. Don't fall too far.
Okay.
Oh, you fail.
10.
You get shoved 5 feet. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
He's just throwing a tantrum, shoves you back 5 feet. All right, that's my turn.
Dear Sonazar, show us how it's really done.
Sonazar looks down at his sword and talks to it again. He goes, all right, buddy, like, this is the chance, okay? Listen, we weren't really close enough to attack last time, but I think we might be semi-close enough this time. Are you ready? And you hear this low but distinct growl come from the skull on the sword, letting everyone know that he's not just talking to his sword. There's actually a mind embodied within that skull. What? Yeah. And Sonazar's gonna get off the measurement tool and move up to the to the pinata, of which he takes a swing simply because he can. Also, I forgot to do a thing, so
Sure.
Go for it.
And do your thing.
Cool. So that puts me at 97 health because I hurt myself. If you don't remember last round.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Your blood mark.
Yeah, I have to inflict damage upon myself to make my sword flame.
Yep.
But yeah.
An honest player.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
No.
This pinata still swinging. It just has this nice momentum, and neither of you can get the rhythm of the swing. Just
I will have you know that Sunozar can attack twice per round, and I couldn't do that right here.
turns out he needs it.
Hey!
There it is.
Happy birthday.
That 26 smashing in. Go ahead, Sonazar. Show us what it's like.
Oh, he just takes and heaves this sword straight down, and as he does, the flames erupt around the pinata, causing it to explode into a ball of flame, hopefully landing on the shadow.
Oh.
But
You
no,
were-
it doesn't.
Let me clarify. Are you burning the pinata?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. No, noted. All right. So you are burning the pinata. Roll me a D12.
Okay. Ah. Oh, there. I'm breaking everything.
There you go.
Please
There's your burning pinata.
There's our burning pinata. An 11. An 11. Perfect. Inside that pinata, 11 pieces of candy were hidden. But because you decided to light it on fire, you will only get 5 pieces of candy. And let me tell you, this is the nice candy too that you burn, like not Tootsie Rolls or that candy corn. Ugh, no. These are Snicker bars. These are those dark chocolate midnight delicious bars that you are burning up. So way to just burn half of that. Some child is crying because you've wasted good candy. I hope you're sad a little.
These are Snicker-like, but legally distinct candy bars, though, right?
Oh, right.
Correct,
Yes.
correct.
Not officially branded.
I fucking hate kids.
Just burn it up in front of them. You specifically look at the kids in the stadium like, this is for you.
The children weep.
Do note though, of these 5 candies you pick up, if you choose to eat them, you can have at most 2 each turn. You get an additional 2 HP for each candy piece.
Oh, beautiful.
Candy heals the soul.
Yes, it does.
Nice.
Great. As he comes down and he's done, like his sword is at the ground, he looks up at the shadow and casts a blood curse on him of bloated agony, which during the duration of this curse, you will have disadvantage on strength and dexterity checks, and you'll take 1d8 necrotic damage if you take one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Okay.
1 melee or range attack. Isn't that kind of all attacks at that point? You're like,
Yep.
we've got the bases covered. But just to clarify, it doesn't matter what type.
No, doesn't matter. But you now have a blood curse in which your body continues to swell for the next 1 minute.
Okay. All right.
This is delightful. This is what I want to see.
And with that, Sunozar rests the sword back up on his shoulder. Everyone kind of wondering how this half-orc has a flaming sword on his shoulder and is not taking damage, but
Nobody's wondering.
And don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to.
We're all fine with it. No one's
We'll
wondering.
have an interview post-session. It's fine. If you're curious, you'll have to stick around.
And Sonazar looks up at the Grandmaster and says, "Happy now? I hit him with something."
Yes, actually, yes, I am very happy. You hit, I happy. That's the equation. Nothing more, nothing less. This isn't algebra that's advanced at this level here, all right?
Solid. I'll keep doing that then.
Yes, keep doing that. Keep doing the hitting thing.
Yeah,
And
I got it.
sword talking thing. I don't know. It seems to work for you.
Hey, look at the sword. I think she's onto us, buddy.
Actually, it should. Let's do a small roll off. I'm gonna do an insight check, and you can. Are you trying to hide the sword talking?
I mean, okay. So we can roll off, but I'd have you know that my charisma is a -1, so.
I'll give you sleight of hand.
Okay.
You can
Okay.
have sleight of hand. I'll do insight. Let's see where we end up.
Okay.
I believe your sleight of hand's disadvantage though, because of that plate armor.
Stealth is not sleight of hand.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yep. So I roll a 14 and you roll a 20. I don't know. I just see your sword working for you, and I look at that and I see the skull and I think, That's a badass skull. I am all for it. It's a flaming sword. It's got a skull on it. You're doing damage. Sweet. That's exactly what I'm looking for. You, Sonazar, are delivering.
You're welcome. I'll be here all week or until I die.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. We could keep you here all week. I won't be here all week, but I guess I could feed you like a goldfish and come back and like sprinkle a few flakes. Keep you like a pet.
The
I'll think about that.
steaks.
Yes, Arbiter, write that down. Add steaks.
Steaks.
Should you win, if you lose, then no steaks. You can get
Okay.
fish food at that point. Quite literally fish food.
Thank you.
Perfect.
And with
Perfect.
that, my turn's over.
And that wraps up round 2. Beautiful, beautiful. I see my Arbiters rolled a 16, which is slightly less embarrassing. So
I'm
I
on
see
the-
you're moving up in the world.
I'm on the ball this time, Grandmaster.
Yes, at least one of you is, because your shadow was entirely embarrassing. The fact that he did so much to miss twice, and then Sunozar making great distance and strides to come in and not only just destroy my pinata to smithereens. Literally, there's like nothing left. He burned that shit up. And now he also did damage to your shadow. Your shadow's rather embarrassing.
Grandmaster, I think that you should maybe hold the judgment until you see what transpires on the field of battle.
No, I don't think I will. I'm very happy with
Fair
my
enough. That's
judgment.
your prerogative, I suppose.
Yes, it is. It is my prerogative. Is that a song? I feel like that's a song. We should make that a song.
We should. I will contact our label.
Yes, yes. We have a label, probably run by goblins. That sounds perfect. All
Yeah.
right, enough of this. I am ready for round 3.
Okay. Okay. So, what do I have to roll for this bloating? Is it?
It's not until you take an attack. So if you
Okay,
don't
right.
attack, you don't have to take the damage.
Okay.
And it lasts for a minute. I don't know how long y'all's turns are. So
Huh. The shadow will look.
You think that something like this could defeat me?
As he casts remove curse
Whoa.
and clarifies himself. Can it be removed? Is there anything about it not being able to be removed?
I mean, it's technically up to you guys on rules because it's technically a blood curse and not a traditional curse.
Let's see. Remove curse. At your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object end.
Okay.
That is the
Then it ends.
nomenclature. Grandmaster, up to you.
Then I will allow it. But that will take your action.
It does.
But tell me, how do you do so? Is it a wave of your little shadowy hand?
He will.
A little dance and twirl as you shake it off? A little Shakira on the field?
He will just as his shadow moves and shakes.
It's hard to curse what doesn't have blood.
As this bloating, whatever was in his bloodstream, is just like exhaled like a cloud of mist, like salt in the air. As he's like, it almost like he's like vibrating, like when the Flash is like super metabolizing shit.
Yeah, that's super gross. Thank
Yeah.
you for that visual.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Cool.
Yeah, you're welcome. I don't have like a button on here, like to like make it, I don't know what it looks like, but it does some stuff and some cool stuff
Right.
and whatnot.
You shimmy and shake. Got it.
I shimmy and shake until all that curse is out. I dance it off.
Perfect.
I will.
You have a bonus action
I
remaining,
do.
dear Shadow. Think about what you want to do, because so far, all you've done is really protect yourself, which is oh so brave and we're really excited about.
Boring.
I'm just
What he said.
warming up, Grandmaster.
You don't have a body, you can't get warm.
Such a nerd.
Science.
I will. Oh man. I don't have anything. I don't have a lot to do on the bonus action, so I will use my telekinetic shove again. You have to make a strength save.
Oh, and I just realized, by the way, I get +2 on strengths.
It's
saves.
already calculated on your D&D Beyond.
For my dark augmentation.
Yeah, it's your strength plus your proficiency plus the +2.
Okay.
Sweet. A 14 he rolls. Oh, little shadow. Is that enough?
That's a fail. I'm actually going to shove him this way, up a little bit, so that way I can. How far do I got?
Oh, pushing him up against the pillar.
I'm pushing him
Interesting choice.
against the pillar, and I'm running 30 feet this way. That way he can't take the attack of opportunity.
Are you running away?
I shoved him 5 feet out so I can run past him.
You little coward! You coward!
This is not what I signed up for,
I
Grandmaster.
mean, it's very clear that you don't have a backbone. Thank you for demonstrating that for us.
I don't have a lot of things.
Or guts. Goodness. Enough. Is that your turn, dear little shadow?
That is the shadow's turn.
Or would you like to run away some more?
Nope, that's it.
Sonazar, you have him on the run. Will you pursue?
Yeah, so that was cute, and you see Sunozar turn around, and jumps into the air and leaps at him, bringing his great sword down onto his, hopefully his head.
Good plan. It's a good plan of action there.
Oh, that's a 15 to hit.
It will not hit.
Okay, so the cool thing is, Sunozar then picks it back up and swings it back down on his head. Come on. Get out of here. I can't see anything.
That's okay. You don't need eyes. Trust your heart. Let
What's the matter?
D&D into your soul and trust it as it guides you. To roll a 24! Yes!
24 is gonna hit.
The spirit of D&D compels you!
So take 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay, all right.
Please told I'm not done with you.
Fair enough.
Ooh. Waiting music.
1 point of fire damage.
Okay.
That's cute.
That's cute. He's like, okay. You're also gonna take the brand of castigation.
Okay.
So that is now upon you. So I will always know the direction in which you are, regardless if you're invisible or not. You have been branded with a sear of arcane energy onto the body of the shadow. Also, if you deal damage to me or come within 5 feet of me, you take 2 points of psychic damage.
Okay. I got it. I'm taking damage if I get close to you. I'm taking damage for all sorts of shit. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. And then with that, Sunozar looks in the shadow's eyes and goes, "Use your action again, bitch," and hits him with Blood Curse and Bloated Agony again.
Ooh. Dang. Okay.
Ooh, another hit. All those
yes.
consequences are yours.
Yep. And with that, Sunozar will bow in front of the shadow and say, "You ready?" And his turn is over.
Okay.
The Grandmaster just absolutely keeled over, laughing in her throne seat. Can you imagine? Your shadow is just so limited. Curse after curse, hit after hit. I can see why your shadow opted to run away. It doesn't seem like he's having much of a chance to live.
Grandmaster, it's a shadow. I told you that I was giving him the worst parts.
Yes, sure. What, do you need to help him out?
No, Grandmaster, I think it's a little early for me to be stepping in.
I see the pity in your eyes.
Let's just
Don't
wait
worry.
and see what happens.
Do you have a soft spot for your shadow, or are you as cold-hearted as I believe you to be?
Grandmaster, let's just put it this way. If he falls on the field, I will finish him myself.
You won't have a chance.
That is the words from a true champion. That is what I was looking for. Dear Arbiter, give me another D20. You do know how to roll that, right?
I think I do. It's a
I'm
19,
the one who doesn't.
Grandmaster.
I wasn't going to call you out. It's okay. Noted. Very good. That 19 is redeemable. But let's see what we can find out in round 4. May we get more blood and perhaps a little more fire this time.
Grandmaster.
Yes?
I'm sorry.
Grandmaster.
Oh, it's your other voice.
God, I thought I was weird.
Yes?
I would like to use my hero point to cast 2 spells this round.
Granted. 2 spells and 2 spells alone I will give you, and you may say goodbye to your lovely hero point.
I will use my last 3rd level spell slot to remove that curse. Freaking stupid. And then I will look as he's looking me in the eyes, as Sunozar looking the shadow in the eyes. He will stare at him. His eyes will glow this kind of ethereal red.
Listen. I could kill you easily with the snap of my fingers, but I think it might be more fun if you and I killed the Grandmaster instead.
And he will cast Suggestion on you. You have to make a Wisdom save of 17.
You better make this.
What?
No! 7!
So, suggestion. I suggest a course of activity, and influence you to do that, unless you are immune to being charmed.
I'm reading some stuff, please hold.
Yeah,
Must-
read.
okay.
Read. Right now, the Grandmaster, in seeing this, jaws drop to the ground, flips around and looks at the Arbiter and says, "Would you care to explain the behavior of your shadow?"
Grandmaster, this is he is the worst parts of me. Those things that your brain says and you say you don't. What are you talking about? That's crazy. You know those things. Like when you want to like eat that 3rd cheeseburger, but then you say no, I can't eat that 3rd cheeseburger.
So are you telling me that I am that 3rd cheeseburger?
It's not a perfect analogy, Grandmaster, but it is an analogy, I think.
Let's forget the analogy. Cheeseburger or no cheeseburger, your shadow is trying to come for my crown.
Yeah, I'm screwed. I can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So this is how long is it? A concentration. Concentration. I'm dropping my ethereal shadow thing I did before. This is a new concentration. You have to make this last, or you have to attack the Grandmaster. Or I've suggested that we're going to kill the Grandmaster, and that's going to sound reasonable to you. So what you do with that is up to you. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Now, and through Sonazar's head, he's now of the mindset that he must kill the Grandmaster. And again, I can do with that as I please.
Yep.
But for a 1-track half orc, you're standing in front of me, and I need to kill you first to get to her.
Fair enough. Hold on though. Let me make sure it.
Unless I have to absolutely go to it right now.
It pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability. I don't think it has anything about you can't attack me.
Okay.
So yeah, I think we're good.
I mean, also, I can't reach that far. Grandmaster, can you come down here, please? I need to have a chat with you.
Oh, it turns out my wings are too tired and I can't seem to come down there. But that shadow is technically a representative of my court. So taking him out is one step closer. Because if you win, I come down towards you to claim your victory for you.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yes, so win and I will approach you.
So with that, I'm going to take my bonus action before my action.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit the shadow with the blood curse of the marked, which means, that means you're going to, take an extra point or an extra damage of or extra dice of right damage if I land a hit.
Yep, correct. Okay, got it.
That is 25 to hit, sir.
That'll hit. That'll do.
Okay, there's that. That's 14 points of damage,
Yes, 14 from that
14.
25 hit.
as well as an additional 6. No, I don't want
Is
to roll
that
4
6
dice.
fire damage?
Yes,
How,
6-5.
Okay. Is that all the fire damage you're doing?
Nope.
Okay.
Ooh.
Give me the fire damage total at the end.
12. Total.
12. Okay. I am going to use my reaction to absorb elements. And cast that fire damage. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean to roll that dice. So I'm absorbing that damage, and I believe I get. I lessen the effect on you, or lessen the effect. Oh, I lessen the effect by 1. Okay, never mind. And then I can deal 1 to you later.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Cool. So with that, as he slams down and hits you for that damage, he takes his sword back around and comes to swipe you with it again.
Okay.
That's 25 hit.
That'll hit.
25 does pretty well. That's a good hit.
So there's 13 points of slashing damage, and I'll just roll the 2d8 at the same time, with an additional 8 points of fire damage.
Dang.
Additional 8
Bunch-
points. So how much was that total again? Sorry.
21 total.
21 more
Did
points.
you get max damage on that? No, that was
No.
2d8. Okay.
Dearest Grandmaster, Sunozar would like to use his hero point to attack with his great sword again.
I do appreciate that effort. The energy is there. Are you asking for an action surge to take your attack? A vicious
Totally.
blow.
Yes.
I will grant it to you, but at one moment, because first, since he has taken a hit, your little shadow friend might not be, well, who they think they are. Roll that concentration.
Okay, yep.
We'll see if you drop it.
It's a +1. Dirty 20.
Okay, you
I
still
think
hold.
it's gonna hold.
And that's gonna hold. Okay, you were
Still
still under the
suggested.
impression that you were trying to get me to the ground to fight me.
Yes, 100%. Because you told me if I kill him, then you will come down.
Will we have a fight between the two of us? Is this what we are leading towards?
I mean, I get two great sword attacks right now again. So
You may
for
take it. Take your attacks. Demolish the shadow that stands before you with the blade alight.
with that, he takes the sword, swings it overhead, and comes down
Won't
at
hit.
13. Okay, well, that's just, he. Do you go ethereal on me and just go straight through
Yeah,
you?
oh yeah, it just
Hits the ground.
I could have
and
done this
so-
at any time. I don't know why I didn't.
Yeah. So he takes the sword now, and because now it's in between your legs, and with his second swipe goes
Oh,
up.
nice. Okay.
The 21.
That will hit. Give me 1 second here,
Okay.
though. They're looking for something. Where is this? Where did this thing go?
Over yonder.
Oh yeah, I know. It's like crazy.
Over the hills and through the woods.
Did it go to grandmother's house?
I'm
It
trying.
did. It did.
Where is it at? Okay, I'm trying to see if this requires any sort of action to do. Okay, this is no action to do.
Hurry,
Again,
dear shadow. Your nether
Again.
regions are in danger.
the shadow will twist and turn around. This energy in his hands as he shifts back time again. You have to re-roll your attack roll and take the die.
Wait,
You have-
what?
I
have to take the damage?
No. I turn back time. You have to
Okay.
roll again to see if you hit.
Oh, son of a...
It's like a reverse lucky.
Oh.
It's like I create two realities, one where you hit, one where you don't, and then I choose the one I like, and it goes through me again, as I've now chronal shifted you.
It seems his diamonds are well protected.
Love it. I love it.
Sorry, had to do it. It's too cool.
So with that, since I now have another bonus action because I use my hero point.
Yep.
Take it.
I'm gonna use my Order of the Mutant and take a mutagen, which I'm going to use the mutagen of celerity, which will give me my dexterity score increased by 3
Okay.
for the next hour.
Oh, nice.
That is very handy. I do like that. I do
Wow.
like that indeed.
Such dexterous. Much wow.
He's very, very Lord of, yeah. What is the one with the tippy tap toes?
Ballerina?
The Lord of the
Lord
River
of the
Dance?
The-
River Dance. River Dance.
It's
The
the
Lord of the River Dance.
With that, Sonazar just starts river dancing. But Sunar's turn is over.
Sunar.
I barely
hero
escaped
point.
that one.
At least scared him. And to be honest, earlier I thought that you would cast a spell of castration, and there I thought you were actually going to follow through with the castration. But here we are.
Listen, I didn't know this asshole could turn back time. You didn't warn me, okay?
This is the second time he has turned back time.
You picked me to be your hero and prepared me for nothing.
Listen, I'm sorry. He listens to a lot of Cher. That's where he finds his inspiration from. Perhaps you should listen to some Cher, and then you could change time as well. It all turn back time.
Metal. I only listen to metal.
Cher's pretty badass. I mean,
Cher's not metal.
Cher. Okay, fine. She's not metal. Fine.
She's
fine.
definitely
I'll
not
let her
metal,
know.
Grandmaster.
Okay. Does anybody else want to tell me that Cher's not metal?
I could see the confusion. She kind of in the 80s had that metal hair.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
So I
She
mean,
did like have the big head dresses.
I mean, to be honest, she dresses a lot like Dee Snider. So maybe.
Fine. Okay, whatever. Enough with this. I require a D20, but she's still with that 13 noted. To be fair, dear Arbiter, you might want to check and make sure that you have not accidentally been castrated in this. For what happens to your shadow may actually be happening to you.
As soon as Art raises his hand, Grandmaster, I think you misunderstood me.
Yes.
It was the brand of castigation, not castration.
Castigation.
Did you think he said castration?
I Googled it real quick because I thought that I did confuse the two. Yes, I did.
It's in the D&D rulebook, the brand of castration. You heard it here first.
Listen, there are a lot of spells out there. I'm sorry for not knowing that there may or may not be a spell of castration.
What a weird spell that would be.
Well, I didn't know maybe you were flavoring it too. I don't know what Sonazar's backstory could be. Maybe that's a special move he has.
He's a bull rancher.
You did learn he did kill someone for stepping on his toe. So
It's
Yes.
fair.
He may have removed some things as well for other reasons.
fair.
While we contemplate the castration process and how Sunozar may or may not have castrated someone in
Great
his
segue. Great segue.
life, we are going to take a break so you all can just let that simmer in your thoughts, and we'll see you all in 10 minutes.
What a-
Good luck on the trivia and guessing that monster.
Those are so.
Name that monster. It's Marut.
Nice dice, Dice Daddy. Good roll, Dice Daddy. That's it, Dice Daddy. Don't be shy. Get in there. Thanks, Dice Daddy. Dice Daddy.
Far beyond the comforts of home, past the dimly lit taverns, the gently swaying fields, the tallest snow-clad mountain peaks, and above even the golden horizon itself, lies a dark void outside of all space and time. If you're lucky, the dread fortress will call to you, drawing you out of the darkness and into the halls of the grandmaster, Elucia Skypiercer. Though retired from battle, the grandmaster yearns for the days of glory and bloodshed. She has tasked the Arbiter, her servant in all things, to curate a spectacle, a series of games to commemorate her greatness and provide a momentary respite from the dull droning of boredom. Heroes, villains, monsters, and beasts of all shapes and sizes are ripped from time and their plane of existence to fight for survival in her arena. You, Acolyte, are called to bear witness to D20 Deathmatch. Name that monster! It's a mimic! Welcome back to D20 Deathmatch. We have all emptied our bodily fluids from various places into other various places. This is getting really descriptive, and I don't know why.
You should move on.
Really went
on.
sideways on me there.
Keep going.
No, I think I'm done.
Yeah, okay.
It's round 5, Grandmaster.
5? Are we already at 5?
We are already at round 5. Things are not looking good for the Shadow.
No, I have to say though, I'm not quite disappointed. I was really rooting for a quick and very painful death for the Shadow, and Sonazar is truly delivering on this. First, it started with the pinata, which I told you, everybody loves a pinata. You see a pinata, your heart just flies out of your chest. It makes everyone's day better, and clearly that has impacted Sunozar. I think maybe he has a connection with them. Like there's something clearly that lit a fire. Well, maybe it's the actual pinata that was lit on fire that really awoken the beast within him and has really just damaged you. I mean, not you, but your shadow, but technically you, because it's kind of embarrassing and it's connected to you.
It's not a great look. I promise me. I will be having a thorough discussion later with me.
With you yourself,
with
are you gonna
me.
look in the mirror and be
There's
like, "Hey, stop it"?
Yeah, a lot of self-talk going on later.
And then that's probably good for you. I'm happy for you on that.
Yeah, I think it's probably good for me to to do some work on me.
Yes.
I think it's
yes.
probably good.
That's healthy. That's healthy.
Yeah, it's
But
about
until
growth.
then, you'll have to have your shadow, and if your shadow happens to survive, then you can have that pep talk. Until then, we'll just have to watch him get beat up in the arena.
As you wish, Grandmaster.
You know what? Since we're returning and we've had our little break and everyone's coming back out of the locker rooms, let's re-roll initiative. I'm ready to start afresh. We've cleared the ashes of the pinata. We are now here, ready for the fight. Our wonderful, wonderful acolytes up in the stands have gotten their snacks, gotten their drinks, did okay on the trivia from what I can see, and are clearly cheering for what I believe to be Sunozar. I don't know. What say you, chat? Let me know. Who is it that you are cheering for? I mean, I know that Sunozar has my spirit, that fighting spirit. Am I right, Sunozar?
Yeah, I just like kill things.
Just kill things? That's nice.
Yeah.
Just real simple.
I mean, listen, okay, let's be honest. I'm a 7-foot-tall half-orc that can turn my sword into flames. There's not really much else I can do with myself.
That's okay. You know what? I appreciate your honesty. You're not one of many words, but you have some words at least.
Yeah, words, things, they do things.
You know what? If you survive this, I'm going to buy you a dictionary and give that as a gift.
You are but a shadow of an orc.
Well, I am only a half-orc, so technically, yes, I'm the shadow of an orc.
That's what I meant.
Was that supposed to be an insult?
This is my first time insulting anyone on my own.
Grandmaster, you should get this one, the dictionary. I think I'm fine.
Both of you will be getting a dictionary. Trust me. We'll celebrate it with the destruction of the pinata. Well done. Dictionaries for everyone. That's what I'm going to hide in the pinata next time. Just dictionaries, mini little tiny dictionaries. Word of the day is castration. All right.
Whoa. Okay. All right. Easy
So
there.
what was the actual word of your
Castigation.
Castigation.
The
word of the day.
Castiglione.
Castigation, which means a severe reprimand.
All
I did
right.
look it up.
Grandmaster.
I did look it up.
It is
I have
now the
enough
new
knowledge.
round 1.
It is a brand new round 1. Let's see how they roll for initiative. What was that at?
The
What did
shadow has rolled a 17. The initiative stays the same.
they do? Oh,
Sonazar's trash.
are you trash talking yourself?
Yeah, psyching myself up.
Well, so be it. There, Shadow, you shall begin.
All right.
Grandmaster,
That's
I
me.
may be weak and bloodied,
That you are.
but the show isn't over yet.
I will. bonus action, my ass Misty stepping over here, getting the fuck away from that guy. And
Again, running away.
I will cast at 6th level Shadow Spawn as I pull, like the Arbiter had done before, pulling his own shadow out. I will pull out a shadow creature from within myself, casting it where I was standing previously, as a shadow monstrosity now forms in front of you as like a demon made of shadow.
Out of curiosity, is this popping out of you like alien, like little sucker looks around sort of thing?
No, this is the same as like when the Arbiter had ripped his own shadow out. This is just him ripping now his shadow, the shadow of a shadow. So
Shadow, yeah.
It's like
Inception, No, I can't combine the two. I'm sorry.
It looks a lot like Ryuk from
Death Note.
Yeah. Just
The
like
Shinigami.
the Shinigami, like this winged.
Let's see how you like the shadow within me.
And this will go on my initiative. Okay.
Next turn.
That's up to you. It can go next turn or it can go this turn. It goes on my initiative.
We will go ahead and let it go this turn.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see.
Dear Arbiter, I will grant you this because I'm truly learning quite a bit about you. First, that it seems like you might harbinger some slight resentment against me for whatever reason, which I don't understand because I'm a great grandmaster. I'm at least a benevolent grandmaster. And now I can clearly tell, as your little shadow puppet acts, you don't like fighting your own fights. Interesting.
Grandmaster, like I said earlier, you can't take what he's doing as a reflection on me. It's
Yeah, no.
any
it's
more
just
than you
only a
could
fitting
blame
image
your
of
own
you.
shadow on the ground for when you trip.
But sometimes I do blame it.
Well,
Or else it would be my fault. I blame the shadow. So I definitely blame my shadow. Yes.
Grandmaster, listen, this is just you cut me a little slack here. I work really hard on these death matches. Work
All
really
right.
hard putting this shit together.
Well, we'll see how this turns out and I'll give you a pass or not. Continue and let's see what your shadow can do.
So
This
many shadows.
shadow spawn cast at the 6th level will pull out a great shadowy sword from his shadows of belts. I don't really know how does this work.
You compensating for something there, Shadow?
It's a giant sword, and he makes a multi attack.
Before we do, can we have like a sword size off? Like who has the bigger sword?
Obviously, I do.
We need to
Yeah,
roll
okay.
for it.
Yeah, let's roll for it. Let's do what, D20? Plain and simple. We don't have to go with specifics.
It's a 9, so it's
9?
respectable.
And a 15.
nah.
Sonazar has the larger sword.
Now you're just showing off.
Bam! Slam.
My sword is a respectable 9, okay, and that's average. I don't want to hear anything different about it.
That's below average. Average would be a 10.
I don't want to hear anything about it. All right, I will attack with this sword. What's the hit modifier? My spell attack modifier is the hit. Okay, so we're rolling a plus 9 on these. First hit coming in. It's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the hit to hits all together. Second swing. Does an 18 hit?
Yep.
Dang. That big heavy sword landing down on your shoulders.
Does a net 20 hit?
What if I said no?
Turns out I'm immune to nat 20s.
Oh shit! Oh, I don't know what to do then.
Homebrew.
Yes, it hits.
All right, he gets 3 attacks with this multi-attack. One of those being a critical. All right.
No.
And these are so. This will be the critical will be 15 points of damage. No, wait, sorry, 21 points of damage. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Plus 21 to this roll. 57 points of damage. slashing damage. Oh, wait, cold damage. I'm wrong. As this shadow just comes in. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
I hated him.
This isn't fun anymore.
So that hits you hard and just you are bloodied. Coming in hot.
Yeah, I am.
Is that shadow spawn? And I don't think it doesn't have a bonus action, so it will it does, but I'm not gonna use it. So that is it for the shadow's turn. Is actually no wait, I misty stepped. I haven't used my action on mine. So I'm going to walk through the portal.
And so you shall. Go, dear Shadow. Take your steps through. Let's see where your bravery lands you.
What am I doing?
If you walk through that, you are going to re-roll for where you will land. Give me a 1d4.
Please be in lava. Please be in lava. Please be in lava.
Roll another one. A 4. You are going to be right back here.
Okay. The shadow walks that portal, appearing over there.
And with a shoosh, you take that step through the blue portal, and it almost pulls you in, swallowing you whole within it. And without quick notice, just a slight breeze of wind, you appear behind Sunozar, very far away, still great distance, but you can see him nonetheless.
Very good. Sonazar, it is your turn.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
I don't
I guess it's your turn if you want to go.
This is a concentration, by the way. You are no longer suggested to.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah.
Wanting to kill me?
Okay.
That's just of your own choice now.
So I'm actually. Hold on. How far away are you?
I am 60 feet from you.
Perfect. I am
That's exactly what I was looking for.
well aware that I'm gonna give this thing opportunity of attack,
Okay.
but I am going to move. I think it's right here. Is within 30 feet. Yeah. Okay. So I want to move there. There.
Now you will take that attack, so
Okay. Let me roll it.
on that. Ooh.
26 to hit.
Yep. That hits.
Oof. That'll deal 6 points of slashing damage.
Was it okay? Slashing or cold?
Cold, sorry. I keep forgetting.
Okay.
It's a cold sword. It's a cold slashing sword.
Perfect. So I have a couple actions we're going to do here. The first is Sunozar's going to look at the shadow, and this is when he'll curse. He'll cast Blood Curse of the Muddled Mind. So you now have disadvantage on your next con saving throw. It must make to maintain the concentration before the end of my next turn, or your next turn.
Okay, disadvantage on all con saves. Got it.
Yep. With also that being said, Sunozar's going to reach into his little pouch he has, and he's going to pull out another mutagen, and he is going to cast mutagen that's called Gelid, and I now have resistance to cold damage.
Perfect.
And with that, my turn is over.
Got yourself out of trouble, though.
Sonazar, aren't you hungry?
Oh yeah, 2 pieces of candy.
Yes. Take 4 HP. Aren't you hungry for that delicious nondescript candy that fell from the flaming pinata?
Yes, I am.
That Snickers-like but legally distinct candy?
Yes. Very different. Very different. Arbiter, did you give me a nat 20 roll?
I did, Grandmaster. It was a 2.
That's horrible. Just roll again. That's embarrassing.
Okay, Grandmaster. Whatever you prefer. It's a 19, Grandmaster.
That's better. Good. Good. We're getting somewhere. Actually, we're getting somewhere very close. And now I think our champions will be getting somewhere.
I don't like when she laughs like that. Just go down there.
This is about to get a little bit of a shake-up here. You all have moved here around on the map, and I appreciate it, but perhaps we're about to bring things a little bit more closer and intimate than you realize. And below you, the ground begins to shake. The dust rises up, and you can breathe it in at this point. The little pebbles on the ground just dance, tapping rhythmically, slowly getting higher and bouncing more as next to you, a giant appears, massive in size, rising through the fog, and reaches down and scoops up beneath the ground that you are in and lifts you high into the sky. Theodore, take them for a good walk. I think they need some fresh air. And you are now in the palm of Theodore the Giant.
Can I call him Teddy?
You can definitely call him Teddy. He likes that a lot.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
Here you go.
Let me,
Now you're in the safe hands of Teddy. You're in good hands. You're in good hand, one hand. And technically you can't see if Teddy has a second hand. He may or may not have two hands.
Where are we going?
You don't know.
no one knows.
No one knows. The Arbiter and Grandmaster flying at a safe distance, but Teddy has scooped you up and begun to swing you around. The ground now just disappearing below you, so far, so vast that you can barely make out what used to be the dirt floor that you stood upon. You are now up high into the clouds, occasionally finding it a little bit difficult to breathe. Occasionally in each of his steps, if it's not sure of sound, you find yourself also needing to check your own feet. Hopefully, you will not fall.
Grandmaster,
Yes?
is now a bad time to mention I'm afraid of heights?
Yes, this is a horrible time. It's too late for you. Find yourself in the middle of Teddy's palm and maybe you'll be okay.
Oh, perfect. That's right where I'm at. We're good.
And with that, we actually are going to need a reroll of initiative. As everything gets shaken up, we lose our footings.
Wow, that's embarrassing.
It's a 2 versus a 10. The Shadow's still going first. I'm trying here.
These are the most disappointing rolls for initiative.
Listen.
A 1. What, you go 4 the second time and now a 2?
Yeah.
I'm just noting your track record here so we're all aware, because I am keeping track.
Thank you.
Well, we have our roll. We have our order. Dear Shadow, how will you begin your turn?
I think it would be a good idea to maybe heal myself.
I'm going to, as I reach down and touch the grass, using that necrotic energy to siphon the life off of it out of this rubble, I'm going to cast False Life on myself here. And I'm going to gain 1d4 plus 4 temporary hit points.
Ooh.
So we're getting 6 back. It's not perfect, but I will take it. Is that an action?
That is more than candy, so that works.
That's just
Eat
once
the
per
grass.
long rest.
You enjoy that.
Not an action. Okay, so then...
Very bovine of you.
Oh, fine.
I don't need to lower myself to attacking him anymore. Now that my spawn is here to do the work for me.
I will take the dodge action as my action to dodge incoming attacks.
In preparation, you little
Yeah, on this round.
Hunter.
So I'm dodging. The shadow is dodging.
We'll see if it works to your benefit.
We will see. We'll see. Okay, and then then the shadow spawn. Let me find out how much movement and stuff it's got real quick.
Sonazar, did you have something to say?
No.
Man of few words,
No.
because he doesn't know any more
off
words.
the giant's hand, okay? you see Sunozar, he's like just trying to balance with both hands out. Like,
It's
Hold still.
the shadow spawn coming in. Okay, I've got enough movement here. I'm coming in for that multi-attack sword attack again. The first one coming in.
I hate it here.
You've already said that. You can't hate it more, can you?
It's not gonna
Does
hit.
not hit.
Yeah,
Ooh.
14 is not gonna do it. Second swing. A net one. He's gonna lose his second attack. Or his
That
third
will
attack.
disappear. His third attack disappears. That sword plunging down, clearly missing. Wow, Sonazar is clearly trying to just save his own skin and not fall over. He moves along with the rock, and as that rock shuffles and flies through the air, Sonazar also moves, and it saves his life, clearly dodging what our shadow devil has laid down.
I never imagined
however,
fighting in the hand of a giant would be so difficult.
Yeah, well, here's an extra level of difficulty. Since you are moving at the end of your turn, you are going to give me a dex saving throw to see if you're still standing or if the movement has thrown you off balance. DC
Okay.
12.
DC
Dex.
12. This has a +3. 13.
You lucky
All right,
son.
you will save, but
You don't know how I do.
that also means your shadow must.
Okay, fair enough.
Both must roll.
There's so many shadows.
No!
That nat one screaming across. Not only do you find yourself shuffling, trying to catch your balance, you will lose concentration.
Goodbye.
You cannot stay focused. Your devil's shadow now poof disappears as you find yourself just trying to stay on, barely grasping onto the wrist of this giant, lest if you had tried to keep that competition, you would have fallen to your death.
I really wish I'd have done something besides dodge this round.
Sonazar, it is your turn, but know that that dex will also be coming to you.
I'm so glad my dex is +9
Oh,
right
you
now.
had that mutagen. It's so good.
I'll be prepared.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, and I have death, by the way. So I also have advantage on dex saving throws.
Oh, yeah, see?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Cool. So I'm just gonna run up to this guy and I'm gonna swing my sword at him because that's what Sunozar's good at.
Good.
You have dodge on, so
I do have dodge. I can remember how that dodge action works. I
yeah,
said
how
it.
does
but
that work?
Let's see. When dodge actions, you focus entirely on avoiding attacks. You have disadvantage to me on attacks made on me.
How do I roll with disadvantage on this? Just roll it twice.
So you can hover over the B on D&D Beyond and push Shift or Control for either advantage, disadvantage. There's like
So-
a plus minus.
I don't see that.
Or you can just roll
Oh.
twice. That's fine.
Yeah, just
Oh,
roll
there
it.
it is. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Ooh.
18. I will reaction on the first one, shield,
Okay.
which is going to raise my AC for this entire round. Wait. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Can I do that while I take the dodge action? No, I can't. I have to.
You have to take it.
I have to take it. Yeah, I'm entirely focusing.
So I hit you.
I can't. Yeah, you do hit.
Correct.
Why did my third one? Oh, it's disadvantage. Never mind. That's 12 and then 1d8. That'll be 16 on the first one.
Okay.
And then I'm still at disadvantage, right?
Correct.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm dodging this whole time.
Okay.
Dodge.
Does not hit.
Boom.
Son of a biscuit. So yeah, you take 16 points of damage.
Oh, I'm hanging on by a thread, dude.
And I'm gonna eat 2 pieces of candy.
Oh, god damn it.
4 more HP your way. You have 1 piece left.
And then I am also. Wait, where is it? I had my mutagens up. going to ignore, as a bonus action, I'm ignore the side effects of the Gelid mutagen, which means I am no longer vulnerable to fire damage.
Okay.
Noted.
For a minute, so for a round.
Yeah. Pretty much the whole fight.
Or pretty much the whole fight, whatever.
Maybe.
So cool. So that is me, and I'm done.
Fantastic round. Hey, Arbiter, the Grandmaster flying next to Teddy's hand. I don't think he's doing so well.
Grandmaster, listen, you wanted a show, and I provided you with a combatant that would be of an equal match to this challenger. I couldn't have I didn't want to overwhelm him. I ripped his wings off. You remember, you were there.
Sure. He looks like he's struggling to survive at this point, though.
Well, Grandmaster, you wanted to see death? I don't understand what you're complaining about.
Oh, I thought you would at least go out and give him a pep talk. You have no connection at all. Here I give Sunozar the opportunity to at least re-roll. He shoves it back in my face, so I've learned to give him anything anymore, But you had the opportunity. Is this not your favored shadow? Is this not a piece of your own? And yet you turn to him and give him nothing.
You're right, Grandmaster. This is my own shadow, and I should be more appreciative of what he's provided me. I'm not sure what that is, but you, Shadow.
What do you want, asshole?
You have my blessing.
Nobody asked.
I will give the Arbiter will give the Shadow a 1d4 bless on his next attack.
Simple. I didn't know you were capable of blessing. To be honest, I thought you would just do something simple, but I think there's a good heart in you yet, Arbiter.
Don't get carried away, Grandmaster.
Yes, I see. Sonazar, how are you doing at the end of this round?
Fine. I just hit this guy, with a flaming sword, so I'd say I'm doing pretty great.
Yeah, well, let's see how we're doing after a dex saving throw. Well, you get to re-roll, right? Because you have advantage?
I do get
That's
to
a 1!
Shit.
This man who boasted about having a +9. Oh, you rolled. Oh,
It's a 2!
oh my gosh! You so arrogantly laugh in the face of this dex saving throw. Oh, it's no problem. It's a dex saving throw. I've got a +9 and I have advantage. It shows you. You do not mock the hand of Teddy. He alone will pass judgment upon you. Oh goodness. Dear Arbiter, I need a favor from you.
D20 coming up, Grandmaster.
No, not quite yet. I will need that in a second.
Okay.
Sunozar.
Yeah.
In this, the Arbiter is going to flip a coin.
Oh, no.
You are losing your balance. You could fall off on this end. If it is what you call, and you are correct, you will stay on this hand. But you will be prone, but you will stay on this hand.
Oh.
If you wrong, well, perhaps you should say a prayer as you begin to fall. And maybe prayers are answered. Better be a damn good prayer. Arbiter, flip that coin once. Sunozar has made his call. Heads or tails?
Tails never fails.
Okay, we're gonna call that 2 because my coin's got a 1 and a 2.
Okay.
It is wrong! Below your feet, they shift and shuffle. You believe in your head that the rock you stand on is going to hold you up, and yet you have believed wrong. Sonazar, the rock slips and slides, and you don't realize it until it's too late that you have fallen off of the hand of Teddy, and you find yourself in a free fall through the clouds. Do you beg for help?
Absolutely. This is awful. Someone save me. I'm falling. You have wings, assholes. Come catch me.
Oh, and whose favor is it that you grant for? The favor that you turned and just spurned at the very beginning. Who is it that I am to you?
Great point, Grandmaster.
Arbiter,
You just
shut
said
your
it was
mouth.
cool. Am I more than just cool at this point?
I mean, is cool not cool enough?
No!
What for me? I'm a simple half-orc.
Cool's not cool enough. I want to be ice cold.
Ah, you're pretty dope.
Sing my praises,
You're
and
amazing.
I
Your
will
wings
rescue
are
you.
great. Look at how awesome your wings are. They're so perfect. You should show how perfect they are by coming to save me.
You shall worship every feather upon my wings.
I'll do that after I kill this stupid shadow if you just save me.
Moved by your oh so eloquent prayer. The Grandmaster, now ego full of it, just massive, will use that to propel and soar down to catch you. And she'll cradle you like a small baby
That's
in
not
her
weird.
hands.
Not weird at all.
Not weird at all.
Totally
Not
normal in a
weird at all.
deathmatch.
You small, tiny infant, and your weakness, I have saved you. You will remember this, the Grandmaster, who has made sure you did not die yet. It is not from the hand of Teddy, nor from the wings that I gift you. If I put you on this ground, you will not disappoint me. Promise?
No, I promise. Listen, the only reason he got any damage off on me was something he summoned. He can't even do it himself.
Fine, then prove you are worthy, and she'll begin to circle slowly, going down, falling to the ground, back to familiar territory. And she'll yell up, Teddy, bring the ground back to us, and my final champion. And you will return to the disregarded cliffs.
Very good.
I'm also going to point out the Shadow's health has not changed in Foundry after that last attack.
Oh, you're right. Correct.
Good call.
I got it on D&D Beyond. There you go.
Yeah, I want to see that circle get some.
There you go.
Hold up here. Hold up here.
Hold up.
Sorry. Had it over here.
And she is going to place you down within 10 feet of the shadow.
Where are you placing us, Grandmaster?
Right smack in the middle. Over by this bush. We like bushes. It's a nice little greenery in the background that will contrast the red blood that I'm hoping to see soon.
Here at D20 Deathmatch, we love bush and we know it.
It's all about bush and castration here.
That's all we got. That's all we got
That's
here
really
tonight.
all the show's about.
That's all we have. I'm sorry.
I'm here for it.
Just here for some family-friendly fun.
I have put you in a position of victory. Let's see if you can win. Go ahead and give us our final initiative roll.
Oh, do we reroll initiative here?
Yes.
Okay, let me-
You are now back on new ground.
Let me reset
roll
that.
one, and you know it.
Yes, you. Let's see.
Maybe this is the time.
Maybe I'll let you roll first this time.
Who shall roll
Okay.
the one? A
Ooh,
12.
17's a hard act to follow.
Ooh, 17.
Oh!
And better than it has been.
It
Okay.
is, and yet it is still the same results.
You know what? I'm so confident I can beat you.
He turns time backwards again, allowing you to reroll your initiative.
Oh.
I'm using one of my lucks
Oh,
or my
here we
luckies
go.
to allow you to reroll.
Let's roll it. 20.
Let's see how
You can just
lucky
roll off
this
D&D
is.
Beyond. It'll
Oh yeah, you're right.
Update.
You're right.
With time at your side and even your opponent now taking pity on you.
Oh,
move
you beat
forward.
it.
I swear, if that's my one good roll for the rest of the night, I'm gonna be so mad.
Everything else is going to miss. I'm just gonna call it now.
He's just confident now. That's He watched you tumble off
Here.
that hand.
I don't think I have anything to worry about from someone like you. I mean, look at you with a pink mohawk. I mean, what is that even? Like, who did that to you?
Never, and I repeat, never talk about my mohawk. You know what? Who's the last person who made fun of my mohawk? Let's just say what the Grandmaster thought I said earlier. That happened.
That's what triggered it. That's what triggered it. We've come full circle. This is the story.
Now we have a story. New round 1. You are up, Sonozar.
Okay. Well, Sonazar's gonna do what Sonazar's talking to the third person, apparently. Just roll with it.
So own it.
That's not weird at all. We're totally fine.
Sonazar runs straight at the shadow with like sword at the like a baseball bat, like ready to decapitate the shadow, and swings at his head.
For reals.
Yeah. Sonazar bad. Sonazar 17.
Reaction, he will cast Shield as a shadow shield forms in front of him. His AC is now increased by 5 for the rest of this round.
I made it here.
Gotta hit a 21. And you do with a 27.
Answered.
Yeah. So it'll be 12 and then 1d8.
12 slashing damage coming in from the flaming sword.
Plus another 7, so 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage. As you swing that sword into him, that shadow.
I shouldn't have turned back time. That was a mistake. I really regret that now. My only other regret is that I never got to eat any pinata birthday candy.
As your sword, as he starts to dissipate, your sword is still stuck in him, but he's becoming more and more incorporeal. As he just looks at you, and a shadowy tear drops down from his cheek.
Yeah. Suck it, nerd.
And at that moment, the crowd cheering and yeah, just people just throwing their beers everywhere, and some guy deep throating a hot dog, and just everyone's it's like ninth inning, and everyone has no inhibitions left. And they
Dear acolytes, I hear your cheers. I hear your screams. I see you throwing everything that you have into the air for our victor, Sonazar. So much so that your feet rumble against the stands, creating a thunderous sound that shakes my arena. Chaos is at your feet, and I will take that energy, I will take that power, and that chaos you have given me, and I will bundle it up. I will bottle it, and I will keep that for the next battle. Your energy that you have brought to me, it will not be forgotten. It will not be wasted. I will hold on to that, for you are always here with me. Those who worship at my feet will never be forgotten. And speaking of worshiping at my feet, she motions to Sonazar.
And as you motion to Sonazar, you just look at him. He's eating the last piece of candy in the shadow's face. As it dies.
I really don't like you.
I stole that from chat, so.
As he fades away, as he whisks away,
I fucking hate you.
He's sitting there smacking. Oh yeah, Grandmaster, you wanted me. Sorry, I was reveling in my victory. And so I decapitated a shadow.
Yes, thanks to, she gestures to herself with big wide gestures. Thanks to.
He has this sword in his left hand and he holds it up. The flame sword.
It
Your wings.
There
Your
it
wings. Your wings. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
And then at that time, he looks down at his sword. He's like, "Hey, we did it again, buddy. Good job. Proud of you. What do you say we fight for another day?"
Are you talking to your sword?
Grandmaster,
What?
it's
No.
clear now that he is talking to that sword.
Yeah. So that's a whole story. I don't know if you want to sit through it.
We have the time. We literally exist outside of all space and time.
I'm about to announce you as my official champion. I need to make sure you're sound of mind. Are you talking to a sword?
Okay. So you see the skull that's on the sword? You
Yes.
see the skull?
I know what a skull looks like. I've seen them before.
Okay. So that's a dragon skull, correct?
Correct.
Well, so my buddy was this dope sorcerer, and we were fighting dragons and stuff. Well, whenever we killed this dragon that's on my sword, my buddy, who was this powerful sorcerer, actually sacrificed himself to kill the dragon, and now his soul lives in the skull on my sword. That's the short version.
You have a dragon, like full dragon energy in your sword?
How the fuck else do you think I caught it on fire?
He makes a great point, Grandmaster. How else would he have done
We live
it?
in a world with magic. Maybe
Okay,
that
fair.
could have been another. There's a million reasons. I could cast any kind of freaking spells, or
Fair,
you could
I'm a
have
100.
dipped it in kerosene and lit it on fire. I don't know.
But yeah, no. So my
He's
buddy,
the
who's a
dragon.
wizard, my buddy who's a wizard, his soul lives inside this dragon skull. That was like, I guess, kind of the conditions of his murder of the dragon. I don't know. I don't make the rules up. I just know if I take this sword and I go across my bicep and I cut myself, it catches on fire or on lightning. But today we did fire.
Well, I would have liked to see the lightning, I think. But maybe next time.
This
Next time.
was truly impressive either way. And knowing that you brought the energy of this flame sword and did it justice, you have also brought a great story to my field. Bow at my feet, Sonazar.
He does what he did whenever he came in. So he tosses the sword up, and as he tosses the sword up, you see the flame just extinguish. And he does a backflip, bows, and then catches the sword in his hand, where the flames then erupt back up.
Actually, no, hold up. Give me an athletics check. Let's see if you can actually. No, not athletics. Performance.
Can you actually pull it off?
Are you? This should be acrobatics.
Okay, I'll give acrobatics. Yeah, because it is a flip.
No.
The flame part made it feel performancy, but okay, 21. You landed perfectly as described. That floating somersault through the air, landing perfectly, sword in hand. You should be a statue.
So that's another story for another time, but I am.
What? And the Grandmaster just looks at the Arbiter like, who did you bring?
Grandmaster, I don't know. He was at the Ruby Tuesdays I was having lunch at. I don't, listen, there's not a lot of people in Omaha.
Just passing through, and
On a long, lonesome highway.
You know what? We should go to Ruby Tuesday. Let's hit Ruby Tuesdays after this. This is enough. Good. For us to attend Ruby Tuesdays, after parties over there. All of you are welcome. Give it up. And she will encourage you to rise, Sonazar, to your feet. And she'll take your hand, the one not holding the sword, and raise it to the crowd. I give you my acolytes to join me in the after party later. Your victor, your winner, your champion, Sonozar! Thank you and welcome. No, welcome. Goodbye to D20 Deathmatch. Welcome. Goodbye.